The action continues here in Rio de Janeiro. Local time now around 1:20 in the afternoon, and we still have playable conditions, and we'll get going with the round 4 for our women. The Oi Rio Women's Pro about to go with Keely Andrew out in the water against Malia Manuel.
She would have, we'll check that one, but I think as we see Malia up and running.
Right, here we go. Quick in and out for Malia Manuel. Keely Andrew, she comes to this event ranked 15th on the women's Jeep leaderboard.
She made quarterfinals here last year.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's not her first quarterfinal.
Nope.
Last first quarterfinal of the year.
All right, so while we were away and teeing up the broadcast to women's, this was Keely Andrew out the gates real quick here. The young lady from the Sunshine Coast. Can't help but think these conditions will really suit her for a result here in round 4. What are you thinking of this opener for the Australian Pete?
I like the speed she's carrying. She's looking lively and quick, sitting on top of the water. That is going to bode her well in conditions like we have right now. She would have, we'll check that one, but I think as we see Malia up and running.
Right, here we go. Quick in and out for Malia Manuel. Keely Andrew, she comes to this event ranked 15th on the women's Jeep leaderboard.
She made quarterfinals here last year.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's not her first quarterfinal.
Nope.
Last first quarterfinal of the year.
All right, so while we were away and teeing up the broadcast to women's, this was Keely Andrew out the gates real quick here. The young lady from the Sunshine Coast. Can't help but think these conditions will really suit her for a result here in round 4. What are you thinking of this opener for the Australian Pete?
I like the speed she's carrying. She's looking lively and quick, sitting on top of the water. That is going to bode her well in conditions like we have right now. She is definitely comfortable in the beach breaks here, obviously carrying some confidence from her best result in her career on the championship tour last year here, and she would be trying to bring that same type of performance because like we already talked about throughout the earlier rounds, quarterfinals are where you need to be if you want to keep your place on tour.
Absolutely, as we go here with Keely Andrew. Another little runner to the inside. Already a wave 3 unfolding for the young Australian.
It's not bad. I mean, it's different, you know, like compared to Grumari, Postinho I think is better, you know, so I feel like I have more chance to make a good result here.
Well, Michel Borez, he's feeling it, and he's on to round 3. Back to you, Giggs.
Thanks, Kaipo. Crossing back to the action out in the water, Keely Andrew and Malia Manuel doing battle here in the elimination round 4. We are soldiering through into the afternoon here in Rio de Janeiro. What's been unfolding during that interview?
So Malia, nice little slash, comes to the inside, throws it up, late hit, brings it down. Pretty good little package there. It's going to be her best wave. You know, I like how she was able to get the nose going back the other way, the other direction, because that's so difficult to do here, and able to get a final maneuver in as we see Keely now doing the same thing.
Yep, Keely with a lot of spark here, goes over that section, and she will bring the 4th rod for the judges' consideration with that wave. That was a great answer to Malia Manuel's 6.17. Again, very similar type of waves. Almost feels like, you know, see what she does here with the replay, but gouges it, gets that nose pointing the other way, gets into the lip to finish. So nice work there from Keely Andrew at the Drug-Aware Margaret River Pro. That score's locked in though, Pete. It's a 6.73. It's going to be a useful number because Andrew will go to the lead, and now Malia Manuel will answer straight back and does a great kick there to wrap up that ride. So it's an exchange of surfing now. Quick reflexes again from Keely Andrew. Rolls through the oncoming section. It'll be an incomplete, and the judges have another 2 pairs of scores to work on. Well, you look at the score that's needed for Malia Manuel. It's going to be a 5.34 is the allocation needed. So take a look here. The 6.73 from Keely Andrew drops in, gouges it, and then straight into the lip. So she was able to up the ante over Malia Manuel in that exchange by about a half a point, and then behind her Malia's snap, and then this is that last wave. So this wave right here needs to be a 5.34 in order to take the lead back. And then Keely, quick snap, chases it down, and then not able to complete this ride out, so that maneuver will not count.
and that's not going to change her score. So Malia, it looks like to me, will regain that lead again, because that last wave after watching the replay should be above the 5.34. Dang it, I put myself out there again.
5 on the panel, and a few of them have gone into the 7s, a few have gone a 6.8, and so it averages at a 6.93. So Pete, little seesaw here as we move into the second third of this heat. Malia Manuel back in the lead, a 6.93. No, she got a heat win in round 1 of competition. Let's go down to Strider. Well, we're going to stay with this wave. Here we go. Keely Andrew will just pick another little number for us. We do see the waves seem to be coming in pairs, so we'll just hold on and see if Malia Manuel is involved in this. And Keely Andrew got the best of both the Hawaiian girls. Now we'll see how this unfolds, because Malia Manuel, your heat leader, has used a priority, and it's a great little sparky snap. You heard Courtney talking about boards that are sparky underfoot, quick and responsive in the pocket. Well, Malia Manuel, nice little maneuver off the lip.
Well, we saw that equipment under her feet. Definitely off the bottom turns, get a lot of squirt over at Groomery. Same thing happening here. She just punches that board off the bottom and gains a ton of speed, nice and loose under her feet. 2 quick turns. That time tries to get the board drifting slightly, show a little commitment, a little innovation. So I don't know if that'll factor into her 2 6-point rides. As we take a look up the beach. There we go, live action.
Well, Malia Manuel again. Quick repetition of rides here, Pete. It's a small, compact lineup. Seeing lots of waves, almost back-to-back action. We've seen surfers package 2 counting rides in like under 2 minutes at critical times in the heats as well. Let's have a look at the replay.
Well, I was going to say, you never count anyone out as you watch the gaffing closeout move there. Nice work. You know, a lot of those last maneuvers are just off the tops, but there she was able to lay into a nice little rail car, and then again behind this is live action.
Well, let's have a look how Keely can answer now. She is on the hunt for points. A 6.38 is the requirement here, Pete. The Hawaiian now out front and back in the lineup holding first priority. So it's going to be interesting to see where this heat leads. It's pretty hard to split between these 2 girls at this stage. Malia Manuel, though, is bringing another score to the table. And, well, as we say that, here she goes. Now backhand. 1 maneuver, beautiful definition on that turn, but she will go down with a single maneuver contribution at the halfway mark and find a high 6 at least on her next roll. And here she goes. She'll glide in, bottom turn, a little bit of a mushy section. She's very good at putting those turns together in the broken parts of the wave. She's quick, her reflexes are lightning fast. But what are you thinking, Pete? Anywhere near the challenge for a requirement?
No.
Quarterfinals at Snapper Rocks. She's made the semis at Margaret River last year. Let's have a look at her here. Now she's working her backhand. Little pocket. The wind is just starting to tear the lineup apart a little more, and Keely Andrews in and out. So what's happened here is now both girls it'll be a no priority situation. And a little now over 2 minutes to go, and I can tell you both girls will return to the primary zone.
Well, you can kind of see right there on your screen that Keely will retain priorities. We watch the replay here, the backside slash from Malia Manuel, trying to better a 6.17. I think this could be close.
All right.
Tough wave to surf. Had a lot of bumps on the face, but she was able to steer through it.
On the first 3 stops thus far. Here we go. This is an important moment. Oh, and as we say, we tee that up, and it was a split peak opportunity. So Malia Manuel is basically very clearly on her way to the quarterfinals here.
Yeah, and there's the countdown. There you have it, Giggs.
Pete, a tough one for Keely Andrew. I thought the conditions could really play into her strengths here, but Malia Manuel, her experience shows here as she survives the round.